Good afternoon. It is April the 5th. It's minus 11 degrees and going to minus 19 tonight. It's still the last gasp of winter. There is very warm weather just around the corner. So we're going to see a huge melt here in a few days, it looks like. But for today, nothing has changed. Snow, ice. One reason I haven't been walking yesterday, partly my knee was still giving me some concern. But anyway, this will be a short walk up to the Union Hall where we are rehearsing. I don't know if they're calling it Here Come the 70s or what they're calling it. I don't remember now. But anyway, it's 70s music. There was a TV show called Here Come the 70s, actually. So if they aren't calling it that, they're missing a bet. Anyway, it's all 70s music with Regina Lyric Musical Theater's lyric singers, of which I am a member. And I've made this walk before. Yes, we have not lost any, and it snowed again over the weekend, so we actually gained some back that had melted. Hello. Still lots of ice around, got to watch out for. It's only about a 5-block walk here. Hopefully most of the sidewalks are better than they are here in the Crescents. I've been very busy editing multiple projects, publishing stuff, all kinds of publishing stuff. Also doing a big, not really writing related at all, it's just data transfer for somebody from one site to another. So it's going to take up a lot of my time over the next little while. Cover art design. Not doing any actual writing, but that's got to come soon. Just tons of stuff. And rehearsal. I did sing in the Baptist Church Easter concert on Sunday. And you can watch it on my YouTube channel if you want. And about 35:10, I think, is where my solo kicks in, if you want to hear me sing. It'll be dark when I walk back, so that's always interesting. But you can see how much longer the days are getting, because last time I did this walk and live streamed it, it was dark. And here it's still, sun hasn't even set yet. It's working on it, it's not down yet. We're past the equinox, so the days are longer than the nights now. And the time's coming when I could go for a walk at 4 o'clock in the morning and it would be light, so it's amazing how it turns around. And the next thing you know, you're past June 21st, summer has just begun, and the days start getting shorter again. It hardly seems fair. I just have to go straight up Angus here. Although it might depend a little bit on what the sidewalks look like, which side I'll walk on. I know tonight she wants to work, she being Jane Erson, our director, wants to work with the men after the first hour. You can see the sun is setting down there. That's College Avenue there. Which means, although I have been normally coming back at about 8:30, it might be more like 9:15 tonight. When I come back, at least my knee feels all right now. It was bothering me quite a bit last night, and yet today it's fine. I don't understand what's going on with it. It's weird. This sidewalk's not cleared at all. If the other side's better, try. Not that this is a good place to cross, because there's ice here too. Let's try the other side. See if it's any better. The light's always interesting at sunset and sunrise. The golden hour, photographers call it. And oh, look at that patch of ice there. That's no better. That's worse. Could go over and walk up Albert. Those streets are clear, but I don't want to walk through that. So we'll go around it here. I might come down Albert coming back, just for that reason, in the dark when you can't see the ice. Might be a better place to walk. It's only 1 block over, so it's not exactly enormously out of the way. And there's another patch of ice. Looks pretty good going on up here, though. The Kickstarter funded. That's the other big news. Guess I hadn't mentioned that, or did I? I don't know. I don't think so, because it only funded 2 nights ago. Monday night it funded. Went over $12,000, so the anthology I am... the 4th anthology featuring guests of my podcast, the Worldshapers, science fiction and fantasy short stories, has funded. But you can still get in on it. 8 days to go. Lots of great backers rewards going begging at the moment. It's at tinyurl.com/shapersofworlds4. Trying to get to 17,000. Bit of a stretch at this point, the way it's going. But if we can get there, or even close to that, I'll have the book illustrated by an Alberta artist named Wendy Nordell, who illustrated my science fiction and fantasy poetry book, I Tumble Through the Diamond to Dust, which was published by your Nicholsworth Publishing, ynwp.ca, if you want to check it out. Wendy happens to be my niece. She's a very good artist and has done several books since then, so I was kind of really glad that asking her to do that poetry book has led to her doing several other books. And although she's grown and she's not a little niece, has grown children of her own. She's currently at art school in Alberta, working on a degree in illustration. So I'd be very thrilled to have her illustrate the book. I was very, very happy with what she did for the poetry book. I don't like this intersection. I had an accident here once. Our previous second car, it was our main car, and then we got a new car, and it was our second car, Volvo. I got hit at this intersection by somebody coming from that direction. And it's not exactly a blind intersection, but it's not exactly a easy to see intersection either. And I was watching somebody coming from this way. Somebody came around the corner and I pulled out and got hit. Wish these sidewalks were clearer. I think I'll definitely walk back on Albert in the dark, so I can see my footing and know that the sidewalks are clear. Hopefully it'll all be clear soon, because it really is a major melt coming. Double-digit temperatures in the forecast. But not tonight. The low overnight is supposed to be minus 19, so that's below 0 Fahrenheit again. Here on April the 5th. Though April showers may come your way, they freeze the flowers. Well, and back east in Quebec and northeastern United States, they've had a huge ice storm, so could be worse. But it's winter's really hanging on. Facebook throws up memories, and because I do this, my memories include the walks for the last 2 years on these dates. There was no snow. There was a little bit. Last year it had just snowed, but it had mostly melted. So just a little bit. The year before that, it looked like there was none at all. But here we are, and there's plenty. So it's an annoying spring. Not particularly unusual, but one always hopes that they won't be winter will hang on quite so enthusiastically. It would be ironic to fall on the ice 2 days before it starts to melt in earnest, so let's try not to. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? We're almost there. It's just another block, so it is a short walk. I'll probably walk downtown tomorrow. I haven't done that this week. Friday is a holiday, Good Friday, so I don't know if I'll walk that day or not. It's supposed to be my day around the lake, but I'm still not sure about putting that much effort on the knee. Maybe my knee bothered me last night because I walked 45 minutes down to South Albert the day before. I don't know. I sort of feel it. It's not painful, but I'm aware of it not being quite right. I suppose at some point I might have to see a doctor. I'm trying to avoid it. Surely it will take care of itself. I don't know why I think it will. There's Viterra there. Wheat Pool it used to be. So downtown, of course, is right over there. This is Victoria coming up here. Again, it's quite sharp. It certainly doesn't feel like spring right now. Anywhere else in the world, this would be bitter cold. Not anywhere else in the world, but many places in the world. They would be shocked by how cold it is right at this moment. And I'm just, it's just cold. Ordinary cold. Every day. Literally every day cold. For Saskatchewan. Okay, this is Victoria. Cross it carefully. It's the big boulevarded one with the boulevard down the middle here. But so downtown down there, there's the Hotel Saskatchewan down there that I will probably walk to tomorrow. House for sale, but it looks like a bit of a fixer-upper. It's an old one. It doesn't seem to be in good shape. The city's been around long enough now. There's lots of 100-year-old houses, and that one I would almost guarantee is more than 100 years old, both in the location and the look of it. Ours will be 100 years old in 3 years. We'll have to have some sort of celebration, I guess. Hopefully I'm still around. Union Hall is just up here once we get past the last bits of ice to watch out for. That's a nasty one. Could take you by surprise if you were walking with your head up and not paying attention. Not exactly scenic, it's just a parkade over here for the credit union. I don't know what's going on over there, that crane. They're building something, but I haven't walked over there to see what it is. Maybe when the weather's nicer, that'll be one of my places to go check out. A really bad stretch of ice. Really bad. I'll move over into the snow instead. This is the Union Hall up here. It's a nice meeting room in the bottom, which works out really well for our rehearsals. Lyric has an electronic piano, so we don't need a real piano. Water, ice, and we're here. So thanks for walking with me, and I will be back. Bye for now.